13 million students, 0.1 acceptance. How China's Gaokao is tougher than JEE. The Gaokao, China's national college entrance examination, is often called one of the toughest academic challenges in the world. In 2025, a record 13.35 million students registered, nearly 10 times the number for India's JEE main and 5 times that of NEET, making it an academic contest of staggering scale. First introduced in 1952, the Gaokao remains the primary gateway to higher education in China. Unlike many countries, where universities consider a mix of grades, extracurricular activities, and interviews, China's admissions process hinges almost entirely on Gaokao scores. For top-tier institutions such as Tsinghua University or Peking University, where acceptance rates hover below 0.1, a strong Gaokao performance can open doors to prestigious academic and career opportunities. The stakes are so high that students often spend 2 to 5 years preparing, dedicating long hours to study and sacrificing hobbies, social life, and even sleep. Families, schools, and entire communities rally behind candidates, turning exam season into a national event. How the Gaokao exam is conducted. The exam is held once a year in June, typically over 23 days, with around 9 hours of total testing. Students choose between science, physics, chemistry, biology, and arts, geography, history, politics tracks, alongside compulsory papers in Chinese, mathematics, and a foreign language. Running the Gaokao is a nationwide operation on the scale of a major state event. And such measures underline the Gaokao's status as more than a test. It is a choreographed national event. Rising numbers. Rising pressure. Participation has more than doubled since 1977, when just 5.7 million took the test. Milestones include 9.5 million candidates in 2006, 13 million in 2023, and now 13.35 million in 2025. This surge reflects both China's population growth and the increasing emphasis on higher education as a path to success. Gaokao versus JEE versus SAT. When comparing India's JEE Advanced with China's Gaokao, the answer to which is tougher depends on what you mean by difficulty. The Gaokao's challenge lies in its vast scale, syllabus breadth, and unrelenting pressure. More than 13 million students take it each year, competing for a handful of spots at top universities where acceptance rates can drop below 0.1. The test stretches over multiple days, adding up to around 9 hours of intense writing and problem solving. It demands both detailed knowledge recall and the ability to apply concepts across subjects like mathematics, sciences, literature, politics, and foreign languages. On the other hand, JEE Advanced, attempted by about 1.52 lakh candidates who have already cleared JEE Main, is renowned for the depth of its conceptual questions. Physics and mathematics problems in JEE Advanced often require multi-step logical reasoning and creativity under tight time limits, making it one of the most intellectually demanding engineering entrance exams in the world. In short, JEE Advanced tests how deep you can think, while Gaokao tests how much you can endure. If it's a contest of pure problem-solving skill, JEE Advanced might feel tougher. But in terms of academic load, competition scale, and mental endurance, Gaokao edges ahead. Beyond the numbers, the Gaokao is more than a test. It is a national ritual symbolizing discipline, ambition, and perseverance. On average, Chinese students dedicate around 60 hours a week to studying for the Gaokao, with some even leaving middle school entirely to prepare full-time with private tutors. The pressure begins years in advance, often as early as middle school, and has been linked to severe stress, anxiety, and depression. In Shenzhen alone, more than half of student suicides have occurred among those facing intense Gaokao-related pressure, according to a report by the city's Bureau of Education. Swipe left for next video. However, the exam continues to command respect as a merit-based system that rewards hard work. For millions of young Chinese, these few days in June determine not just where they study, but often the trajectory of their entire lives. In China, the Gaokao season is not just about students taking an exam, it is the collective effort of families, educators, and the state to give the next generation a chance at their dreams. Latest blogs.